October is another huge release month for Spellbinders. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and so in today's video, I'm going to share just one or two new collections from Spellbinders. I'll be back with more videos from this month's releases as well. But for today, I'm going to share the Woodland Tales Collection as well as one of the new shaker domes. First, let's take a look at the Woodland Tales 6x6 paper pack. This is a gorgeous pattern paper pack. Many of the sheets have foiled designs on them, so you get gold foiling, and they are a beautiful mix of leaves and flowers. This is the Woodland Tales floral dies, and I'm using one of the fresh pick dies to cut out a window out of a piece of the pattern paper pack. So now I have my window and my background. This is the Woodland Tales foiled acetate and vellum. So the acetate is gold foiled, the vellum is absolutely beautiful, and they make great shaker windows. So I have this script gold vellum that I'm cutting down to about 4 by 5 1/4, and I'll take my precision glue press and run some liquid glue all around the opening behind this pattern paper, and then lay it down on that acetate with the gold foiling. Next, I'll complete my flower by layering a couple of pieces on top of each other. It's a very simple flower. I love when they have the leaf stems with a circle where you can just pop that flower right on top, makes it very easy. And then they also have some pieces that you can put on the tips of the petals to make them darker, like they're folded in on themselves. For this shaker, I'm using some foam strips, and then I have the Woodland Tales Satin Gold Sequins. So I'll pour those in the middle of an A2 piece of light purple cardstock. I'll pull off those protective layer tapes on the foam strips and then place this down as straight as I can on the background. I'll pop up that flower that I die cut and put together, and then I also created a wax seal. I'll show you later how this wax seal fits into the collection, and I'll just use a little bit of liquid adhesive to put that down. Next, I'll take the Woodland Tales die cut sentiments and grab a sentiment and pop that up on the bottom of the shaker. For the next card, I'll use the Hexi-gem dies and the Hexi-gem shaker domes. These shaker domes are new and they coordinate with different die sets. There's one for these Hexi-gems, there's one for fresh picked, and there's several other shapes as well, and they make it really easy to create a shaker card. So one of the sizes fits perfectly to create a window that will lay perfectly on top of the dome. So you can see I'm adding liquid adhesive on the top of the edge of that shaker dome. So I want to make sure that my liquid adhesive goes all the way around and that there are no spots where there is no adhesive. Otherwise, the shaker goodies can come out. And then I lay my pattern paper with the Hexi-gem cut out on top. Next, I decided to take the other piece of acetate. I just love that acetate so much with the gold foiling. So I'm placing a little bit on top of my background cardstock color, and then I'll pour some of those sequins right in the center again. This is a really easy way to create a shaker, is just to pour those right in the center. You can see that the dome itself is not too thick, but it's definitely thick enough to hold a ton of sequins. Then liquid glue all around the back of that pattern paper with the dome attached to it and place it all together. Next up, I'm melting some black wax beads with one gold wax bead mixed in, and I didn't actually mix it. I just slightly stirred around, not stirred up, so that I could get that marble look. So this is the Woodland Tales Fern Leaf 3D wax seal. With the 3D wax seals, you do want to press down a little bit. Usually with the wax seals, you just want to place the stamp on top. The 3D ones, you want to do a little bit of some pressure so that you really get that 3D effect. These are from the Woodland Tales fern dies. That goes along really well with that wax seal fern. And I'm using a little bit of liquid adhesive behind the fern die cut to adhere it down right on the left-hand side of that shaker dome. So have fun decorating those shaker domes if you want to. I've added a little bit of liquid adhesive to the wax seal. Normally I use those adhesive circles from Spellbinders, but because there's so much going on here with a die cut and then the plastic from the dome, I thought it might be best to use liquid adhesive that's really going to keep it on there. I added a happy birthday die cut from the Woodland Tales collection, and I absolutely adore this golden and black and teal shaker. For the next card, I'm starting with an A2 piece of alabaster cardstock and my Spellbinders Mighty Mister. I'm putting that inside the fresh picked floral frame Woodland Tales collection. So this is the fresh picked floral frame, so I'll show you exactly where the fresh picked part comes in, because fresh picked is its own collection, but there is a center piece of this embossed background that is in the shape of the fresh picked dies. So you can die cut out a fresh picked die cut that will fit perfectly inside. And then I'll use some of the sentiments and die cuts and some of the Woodland Tales Gold-Flecked gems. These are absolutely beautiful. They come in different colors, different sizes, all on one sheet, and they do have this gold fleck inside the color of those enamel dots. Isn't that just stunning and so easy to put together? Don't have to do shakers every single time. I really enjoyed the Woodland Tales collection because it has such a rich autumn vibe to it, and I'm still dealing with heat here, so I really could use some daydreaming about cooler fall temperatures and beautiful fall colors. But I also loved creating a shaker with the new shaker domes. I'd love to hear what you were interested in. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna watch this back, and I'm afraid I will have missed something very large, but fingers crossed.